Back out of old-fashioned state and federal feuding over the GST and an extraordinary attack on Malcolm Turnbull by Queensland's Labor Premier. Annastacia Palaszczuk calling the Prime Minister arrogant and disrespectful. He's hit back, branding her bitter.
A state and Commonwealth feud is as routine as a Sunday morning dog walk, but this one has some bite.
I believe that Malcolm Turnbull is worse than Tony Abbott.
Annastacia Palaszczuk says Malcolm Turnbull is gutless, arrogant and disrespectful, failing to act in the national interest. Mr Turnbull hit back, describing it as a bitter, personal and wildly inaccurate attack.
Premier Palaszczuk is the laughing stock around Australia.
It will make for much awkwardness when the pair meet in Townsville tomorrow for the 75th anniversary of the Battle of the Coral Sea.
All of the other premiers are sick of it as well. I've had conversations with the Premier of South Australia and the Premier of Victoria, and frankly, we're over it.
But on the other side of the country, another Labor Premier is thrilled with the Turnbull government after it ordered a review of how the GST is carved up among the states.
But I'm pleased they've done it. I'm not going to shy away from that. I'm not going to be political about that.
Despite the mining boom being long gone, the current formula will deliver West Australians just 34 cents in every dollar of the tax they raise.
The Australian government recognises that WA's share of the GST is unacceptably low.
WA will get a $230 million federal top-up for infrastructure in next month's budget to make up for it. But this review is already pitting state against Commonwealth.
That means less for Adelaide, less for Tasmania, less for Brisbane, and more for Sydney, Melbourne and Perth.
We're happy to support the smaller states. I don't take that away from the smaller states, but not at the rate we are now. It's just getting beyond the point of fair.
The politics of this, like the politics of anything in Australia these days, are pretty horrendous. And this is something where you would have losers, mostly smaller states. And so doing the right thing may not be at all likely.
Looking more likely, some sort of measure for first home buyers in the budget. After months of messy debate, today no minister denied a report that the government's considering a pre-tax salary sacrifice style model to help people save for a deposit. Daniela Ritorto, SBS World News.